What's up, guys? It's Brian with Brian's and Knives. It's Thursday. We finally got some rain today, which was pretty awesome. Not tons, but at least we got some. And my yard has to be happier. I told somebody the other day that, it was pretty parched there in the back. And so it's starting to green up a little bit, which is good. And happy about that for sure. Well, I wanted to show you a couple of knobs that I got in a pass around group. And I mentioned those in the video the other day, and so I thought we would take a closer look at these without hopefully not boring you to death. So I'm going to start with this knife by QSP. And here's the box that it comes in. It's pretty nice little box. And this is the jumping jack, is what they call it. So there's all the info that you might need if you're interested in looking it up. And then they have some various little stickers and things in there. So that's nice. And let's take a look at the knife. So see this little slip joint right here. And instead of measuring it, I thought I would give you a comparison or two. So let me close the blade on this knife. And so this is my Rosecraft Barlow. And then it is nearly identical in size to this QSP jumping jack. So pretty darn similar. Even the blade lengths are nearly identical on it. So very similar in size. Just by feeling of these two, I would say very similar in weight as well. Pretty handle material though on this one. And got some threaded bolster work going on there. And then we've got, pivot screws, and these aren't pinned, as you can tell. No brass liners or anything like that. But a chunky little knife blade, and it's got the nail nick on it, like you might expect. You can pinch this one, but I'm telling you, that is a strong pull. Probably I would have preferred less pull there. I actually gave it to Heather, my wife, to open, and she's kind of struggled with it. She was like, my goodness, I can't get it open. So if you like a really strong pull, you'll like this knife. So interesting blade shape there, kind of a spear point, drop point going on there. And let's see here, let me show you this one. So like I said, these are very similar in length. Not much difference at all between those two. So that kind of gives you an idea of the size of knife it is. I believe it does have half stops, yep. Wanted to make sure of that, so that it didn't cut my fingers off. Because with the bag spring, it might have. Yeah. Beautiful little knife though. Probably the biggest downside to it is the price. I think when I looked online, these were a little bit over $90. They are imported, made in China. So, for me, I would never probably spend 90 bucks on this knife. I would tend to pick up a case knife that I wanted, just because I know that's going to increase in value. And a lot of these more modern knives just aren't going to do that as much. But yeah, I like it. Like I said, my two critiques would be the extra strong back spring it's got, and then just the price of it. But outside of that, I mean, blade alignment is really good. Fit and finish is really good. No complaints there at all. And so for a lot of you, this might make a great knife. So that's the QSP. And I could give you all the dimensions and stuff, but usually that kind of bores me in videos, so that's one reason I don't do it. I would rather do the comparison, kind of give you an idea of what size the knife is. But hey, to each his own, right? Next one is a Civivi knife, and this is the baby Banter, and it came in, I've already pulled it out of here. It came in, you know, typical cardboard box with Civivi stuff on it, and then you always get this little zippered knife pouch. And it also comes with Civivi cleaning cloth, which is nice. A little brochure. And the knife does come, I think both of these came in like, you know, a plastic bag to help protect them. So that's that. And then let's take a look at the knife itself. So here's the baby Banter. If you're looking, you know, for a knife in the summer especially, maybe you're wearing a pair of shorts and you still want to have a sharp, pokey item with you, then this knife might fit the bill for you. It is small, I won't lie to you there, but it's a fun little knife. I've enjoyed just kind of messing around with it. I will get you just an overall length here, just to give you some ideas, since it is pretty small. So the whole knife's about 5.5 inches long. And you know, the blade, you're only looking at something over 2.5 inches, depending on where you look here. So small knife. It does have the axis lock on it. They probably call it something different, but and you see it's got the thumb studs to help open it up. It's got a nice lanyard hole, so you could definitely put you a nice lanyard on it. It's got the deep pocket clip, which I like. I would prefer my knives not to be too showy, and so that's definitely a plus. And then I'm not real sure, I'll have to look up and see what this handle material actually is, but it's nice. I like it. But yeah, nice little knife from Civivi. You know, personally, I would want something a little bit larger, but you know, if you like a smaller knife or a light knife, you could do a lot with this little guy. It came nice and sharp. Let me look at the grind on it. Looks pretty good, pretty even, all the way across. You can kind of see it there. Look at this side as well. So yeah, very solid though. Fit and finish is really excellent on it as well. I don't have any complaints about that. And so that's the Civivi. Let me look that up and see how expensive the baby Banter is. We'll just look at Amazon real quick, since I have forgotten. I looked it up once, but you know, when you're over 50, you just can't remember stuff like you did. Let's see. $67.75 right here on the old Amazon. So you can see it there. They call this, of course, the Baby Banter 2. TG crossbar lock folding knife with 2.34 inch. And then they give the steel, which is 14C28N blade, two-toned G10 handle, titanium thumb stud opener. That's a mouthful, but that's what it is. And then if we look up, just to be fair, the QSP jumping jack, let's see what we get there. Of course, autocorrect just killed my search. And that is not it. That is not it. Why can I not seem to find that? I know it was on here before. Jumping jack, yeah. Come on, Amazon, you can do better. Titanium, Osprey, Penguin Mini, Penguin Folding, Canary. Well, maybe we should just forget Amazon for the moment, because I sure am not seeing it. Maybe it's user error, you know. QSP jumping jack. Sorry, I'm trying not to bore you to death here. All right, Blade HQ. Let's look at this one. And we got desert ironwood, and that's what that would appear to be to me. Let's see if the box tells us. Desert ironwood, sure enough. And yeah, so $92. I was pretty much on that one. So there you go. Two pretty cool knives. Would probably suit a lot of needs for some of you. And so I thought I would show those today and give you a little taste of something different. Been showing a lot of case knives lately. And so if you're more into the modern type knife, whether it be a folder or a modern slip joint, thought you might enjoy taking a look at these with me. So want to thank David Burge for sending these around. And I will get those routed out to the next person on the list, which I think is Jonathan over at Pen and Pen Blades. So I will ship that to you, Jonathan. You should have that here in just a few days. All right, well, that's about it. You may have noticed there's a new channel logo now. Thanks to Cornbread over at Hunting for Hookers for putting that together for me. He did a great job and really do appreciate that. Some people said, Brian, you're going to have to grow a beard. That is not very likely, but you never know. I might surprise everybody one of these days. All right, guys, well, take care. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you're having a good week. God bless you, and see you in the next video.